Good day, dear participants of our project Insight, and today we'll speak about assistive technologies for specific learning difficulties. So let's continue. Content. We'll work today with you according to next schedule. Assistive technologies for students with reading and writing difficulties, assistive technologies for children with memory and attention difficulties, assistive technologies for students with speech and communication development difficulties, and example of assistive technology, implementation in educational practices. So continue. Assistive technologies for reading and writing difficulties. You can see table and with different examples of reading difficulties. It can be speech synthetic programs which help us to work with speech difficulties in reading context, such as text-to-speech, natural readers, writing, and NVDA. It can be audio books and audio textbooks. Also, it can be electronic textbooks with audio and such as example Berkshire, font for dyslexia, open dyslexia. Just as example. When we speak about difficulties with reading, among the most common students with special educational needs. So here we can use speech recording software, speech-to-text, Google Speech Recognition, Dragon, Natural Speaking, and automatic spelling and grammar check. Grammarly, language tool, keyboards with words prediction, as example, curator, dichotic, and so on. Often we have combined reading and writing difficulties. In this case, interactive educational platforms and adapted trainers that combine text, audio, imaging, and interactive exercise are effective. In addition, programs for creating mind maps and diagrams are useful for structuring learning material and visual knowledge. So here we speak about a different platform with multimedia support, Khan Academic Keys, Learning KPP, Brain Pop, Mind Mapping Software, Mind Matrix Mind, adaptive trainers with multi-chain information delivery, and so on. Check one more time. This table and let's continue. Assistive technology for children and students with memory and attention problem. Memory and attention problem. It's really problems with memory and concentration are common among many students with special educational needs, particularly children with autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, intellectual disabilities, development delays, or emotional and behavioral difficulties. These students often have trouble keeping information in their working memory and focusing on one task, planning their action, organizing their time, and finishing what they start. In this context, assistive technology acts as cognitive support tools that help structure the learning process, improve concentration, and stimulate effective knowledge attainment. So, main groups of assistive technologies for supporting the memory and attention of students with special education needs are the next. Let's check. Difficulties with organization and planning. Digital organizers, planner, to-do list, and so on. Trello, Google, Keep, Microsoft, and to-do. Inability to stay focused on a task. Timer, physical time, timer, digital promo, do, timer with countdowns. Decreased motivation in creative educational games and platforms such as Kahoot, Quizlet, and so on. Poor memory, difficulty remembering information, unmemorized flashcards, difficulties when understanding interact concepts, augments reading technology, Aquiva, forgetting important tasks and actions, mobile reminder app, alarm reminder, so on. Lack of concentration, low engagement, virtual reality technology, classware, Google expeditions, and so on. Check one more time. So next, continue. As example, we have a comparison of AAC and APPC for speech and communication development. So let's see on this. What types of helper, our assistive helper, assistive technology helper, we can see prolonging to go. Children with autism, intellectual disabilities, cerebral palsy, students who are non-verbal auditory for this program, they need support forming sentences. When we speak about code drop, students who use multiple devices for teamwork between teachers and parents, suitable for school children of all age. When we speak about AVIS, children with autism, speech disorder, dyslexia, for students who are gradually transforming from symbols to text, is auditorium for this helper. And speech assistance, children and adults with spiritual speech difficulties, cerebral palsy, apraxia, aphasia, suitable for those who can type text. Check one more time. So, we can comparison of speech development program and which development program we can compare. Let's see. Articulation station. Here we speak about English language program for practicing correct pronunciation. Multi-level system from sound to sentences, large database of images and exercises, interactive lesson format, speech blobs, interaction application with imitation technology, children repeat after other children, combination of video, audio, game tests, development of vocabulary memory rotation, motivates through gamification. Lacapet Plus, Ukrainian program development specially for the Ukrainian language, exercises for sound production, artificial development for hearing, phonemic hearing, I stressed on this, interactive task with pictures and animations used in speech therapy offices and at home. So check one more time this table, comparison of speech development programs. So next, continue. Let's speak about devices for supporting nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication. Here we use technologies to amplify nonverbal signals, electronic gesticulation devices, interactive video bars, eye tracking technology that allow you to speak with your eyes. It provides the opportunity to express one's emotions and thoughts through gestures, facial expression, gaze, symbols. So modern system technology significantly expands the possibilities of nonverbal communication, making it more understandable, accessible to all participants in the educational process. So, electronic gesture devices, lip motion, saying aloud, is really work, is useful. Interactive whiteboard, smart board, Prometheus active panel, eye tracking technology, Topic.3 eye gaze H, Irish board duo, communication using symbols, Go Talk, Big Mark communication, mobile applications for non-verbal communication, Let Me Talk, symbol talk, and so on. One more check. So next, continue and provide. The programs are designed for vocabulary work, learning, translation, and practice. here, spread the sign, online dictionary, gesture videos, and multiple language. ASL app, short interactive lessons, gesture drills. Science School, online courses and app for ASL learning. ASL app, video lessons from native science speaker, learning gesture and phrases for daily communication. Lingueno, short interactive lessons, gesture drills. Hand talk, translator, text or voice into gesture via animated avatar. So one more check, the programs are designed for vocabulary work, learning, translation, and practice. And next, assistive technology for speech development, the connection between needs and tools. It's really so important connection, needs and tools which we provide. So programs for articulation, sound production, development of correct pronunciation, articulation movement training. Interactive games application, vocabulary development, attention, memory, phonic hearing, AAC apps, alternative and augmentative communication, communication using symbols, pictures, text, or speech sentence. Symbolic system and pictograms, and extending concepts, alternative communication development, association. Eye tracking technology, nonverbal communication, development of communication intentions, sign language programs, learning and using sign language development, nonverbal skills. Non-verbal skills. Few words I want to say about technologies when we speak concretely in different cases. Case 1, communication support for students with autism. It's really important, and here we need to combine different technology. When we speak about technology support for students with dyslexia, again, different technology we combine, specialized on open dyslexic technology, read please text to speech program, and so on. Adaptive for students with cerebral palsy, Dynabox, and different reading technology for typing text, and so on. It's really so important to be flexible when we use our assistive technology in providing them. So support for students with hearing impairments, the same. Here we need to complete box with different technology in different sphere, and we combine them for the best results. To be short, in conclusion, I want to say this successful case of assistive technology implementation demonstrates that technologies are not just devices, but means of unlocking the potential of every child. They allow us to overcome barriers, create conditions for equal assessments to education, and form an inclusive environment where every student has the right to be heard, understood, and supported. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Have a good time, and I hope this knowledge will be useful for you.